Ladies and gentlemen, if I don't get out of the house soon and do something fun, I'm going to go super totally extra crazy. All right, let me try and earn a Thursday miracle with the knowledge I'm about to present to you. Tornado warned cell up in the OBX, it looks like. Stay on top of this with your local weather authorities as we have a giant storm moving over the southern Gulf to the northeast. And be sure and check out Cranky Weather Guy's blog, which I will leave linked in the information box for all the up to the minute breakdowns, or up to the day. He does it daily. Hey, check this out. I was looking at this. And did you know the highest century in earthquakes of 8.5 magnitude or higher was 1900 to 2000? The crazy thing is, it looks like we will beat that in just 36 years. So, on this projection, we would get about, I think 36 to 40, 8.5 earthquakes of an magnitude 8.5 higher by the end of this century. So that's interesting. Here we're looking at the storm. The record moisture and precipitable water in the northeast this weekend can be attributed to a moist feed straight from the Caribbean. Integrated vapor transport helps us visualize this well. This is extremely impressive for New Jersey, New York, and surrounding areas, says Jay Homenuck. Let's look at this for a second. It's PWAT. Yeah, dude. So we got a situation on our hands, and that is going to continue. And I'm actually more worried about the storm after this one. And then the storm I'm talking about, which brought tornadoes earlier today to Florida and will continue to cause atmospheric instability up and down the coast all weekend, is affecting 110 million people. So be very aware of your travel plans, because things might get super sketchy. It is still 2018 after all, and this is kind of what my life has been like. I'm like a cross between James Bond, Indiana Jones, Star-Lord Peter Quill, Thor, and Captain America, doing what I can to keep hope, peace, and a good future alive. Though things get extra sketchy on a James Bond level when oil hits $46. So we are literally on the brink. We had our fourth 7+ earthquake in 25 days today. We had a 7.0 November 30th, December 5th. We had a 6.3 with a bunch of volcano eruptions on the 15th. We had a 7.0 on the 10th. I skipped one. And then today, December 20th, we got another 7.0. And last night, 16 hours before that earthquake happened, I said the soon-to-be Earth-facing coronal hole that looks to be +1 to earthquake quality. That was my weird way of putting out an earthquake warning that when that thing faced us, we could see a big earthquake, and a big earthquake happened. And this is just a quick look at the markets today. Flying from DC to Boston tomorrow. Enjoy your 11-minute flight. Yeah, things are going to be a bit sketchy up and down the coast. Oh, I hadn't got the SDO yet. Take a look at the sun. Oh, yeah, and there was a class, I believe, coronal mass ejection last night, which may give a glancing blow to Earth on Christmas Eve. I could use a glancing blow. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. I don't even know what that means. Asterisk. So yeah, now we're looking at the coronal mass ejection, solar flare that popped off the sun. And I happened to note hours before this, wow, the corona of the sun is shaking and baking and snapping and crackling and popping. And then it went boom. It's the subtleties you gotta learn to love. So yeah, yesterday's my birthday. Thank you for all the birthday love. I stayed home and was working on a best of 2018, or at least a year in review, because I was too broke to go out. I realized not only did I predict before hurricane season that the United States would get hit by 2+ major hurricanes this year, I learned in the first video that I made in 2018, I predicted the United States and the East Coast specifically would get a record number of winter hurricanes. And by winter hurricanes, that was my way of joking that we would get hit by a record number of nor'easters. And then so you fast forward to March, and we got hit by 4 nor'easters in 1 month. So, dude, not only did I predict hurricane season totally accurately for the second year in a row, I predicted nor'easter season for the year totally accurately. Absolutely. And so, yeah, I'm, 11 days away from paying rent and making bills and having any money to go out and see like Spider-Man or Drive or shit. I don't even know. Could I have done a better job? Sure. I could have told us better jokes and at times not been as angry and let less of my non-existent love life get involved in the information. But overall, man, I've done super fantastic on an all-American level. Put my life in line every day. So, absolutely, all contributions, donations, gifts will be happily, merrily, greatly accepted at my PayPal link as they try and knock me out of the goddamn game. But yeah, here's the storm we're looking at, and then here's our next one. And notice these big rain bands. I've been the rain man of rain bands, talking to everybody about how these rain bands continue to increase in size and scope, shape, and are just overall fascinating. So here's our giant storm. And technically, it's going to take like 60 hours for this thing to completely move out of the Americas, or the North Americas. And then here's the next big moisture chunk thing we're watching. But there's a storm coming in where you got energy from here and energy coming in from the Gulf that are going to meet and then cause a big storm like a week from now. So we are into the very active, very end of 2018 phase. So, put your game faces on. And I definitely call for a truce amongst all people, all aliens, all everything, all creatures for the rest of 2018. Take your time, put the hate down, step back, take time to put your energy into things you love, your friends, your family, your crafts, your drinking beer, whatever. Do something good. Treat people well. Find that extra patience. Remember that life is a miracle. And if we all got a second chance, we could make a beautiful, wonderful future together. If we put aside our differences, as I've been saying for a long time. All right, so we're looking at flooding rivers over the areas. And, this chart is pretty sketchy because yesterday it said 85, although the Texas rivers are probably draining out. But as you can see, if you cut from there to, not there. Let's go back in, shall we? We're zooming in together, baby. Oh, and I accept hugs too. Good hugs from super beautiful women. So yeah, so that is going to be trailing over the area and combining, and this area will fill out and then slowly move north and east. And so you've already got a large conglomeration of flooding rivers in the area that will be getting rain for at least 40 more hours. So that's why they have flood watches all the way up through here, which is even weird because all the flooding rivers are down here. And so here we're just looking at the overall earthquake activity. And it's just, if you go to, I'm going to click over here too. We're going to look at the last 7 days. Earthquakes with a 4.5 magnitude. What? No, I didn't even, sorry. There we go, this one. Okay, so this is all earthquakes in the last 7 days over 7.5. And I just want to say it's There are only like 3 theories that I would buy to why this area has been so quiet. It's on the Ring of Fire. It has a semi-dormant volcano range. Well, we can talk about that some other day. So here we're going to look at some quick model runs. We're already 10 minutes in. Sweet. So wait, let's go back into the storm. All right, this is the FV3 GFS. So this is like the next 6 hours. And then that is 12 hours, 18 hours, 24 hours. And it looks like it's going to drag like this band. I'm very worried about that thing right there. Or I'm concerned. Worrying doesn't help anything. Look how it's going to trail right over this area, the Katia area. So notice how it doesn't move out of the America and the Canadas for 60 hours, bro. And then here's the storm I'm talking about. And watch, up here you get this piece of energy, and then something shoots in. Watch this shit. And they combine. Watch, right there. Boom. And so, then they combine to bring in a hella low. Although it doesn't look as bad, there's just something about its shape I do not like. And then so you get a multi-precipitation storm all up and down that will then continue to move east. And then we're going to watch a pattern where, hold on, let me get the proper tool, where the areas are going to be like, this area is going to get a whole lot of rain. Watch. Boom. And then watch how it's like almost starting here. It's like nonstop. It's just going to pull rain up through that area. I guess it didn't do as much on the FV3 GFS. But so yeah, we're going to go, from now to the start of 2019, we're going to start like we did 2018. And it's going to get stormy. And then we have the polar vortex split coming up, which is going to plunge a whole lot of cold air deep into the United States into January. So we're going to get a pretty nor'eastery season again. I would imagine if our hurricane season this year was a lot like hurricane season last year, then our nor'eastern season this year will be a lot like nor'easter season last year. All right, this is just the GFS. And so, as you can see, it brings that heavy rain band up. Now it's smoking if you got 'em time. Also, the media may not have mentioned, it was reported today that 6 banks in America made $100 billion in profit this year, which is the all-time record. And the world is $184 trillion in debt. I don't know if the media mentioned that much to you today. Probably not. They like to get everybody focused on politics as the biggest American banks in history, the guys who led to the 2008 financial collapse, get the greatest profit margin records of all time. And that's partially why I don't really pay any attention to politics, man. Because once you follow the money, then there ain't no turning back. The truth is the truth. And the truth is binary. It's either going to be really good or really bad. Your free will makes a difference. So be cool. Stay cool. Let's build a good future together. I don't know why you guys don't want to build Stanley City, the city of the future. We can build it together, live in it together, and be prepared for all the challenges that will come our way. And then we can build more kick-ass cities of the future. Then we can build a super highway that connects Russia, America, goes all the way down to Canada, Alaska, USA, Mexico, all the way down to South America to Antarctica. Although if we can bring world peace, the super rich can have that as their playground if they want. It seems like a small concession to bring about world peace as a void of mutually assured destruction, where it's like everybody and everything dies. Remind you again, we've lost 60 to 70% of all animals on the planet since they depegged the dollar in 1971. I'm sorry, did this weather video get a little too heavy for you? I'll lighten it up. You guys ever had Cool Whip? It's like whipped cream, but not as good. You know what I'm saying? You can eat crackers in my bed anytime. It's a song that was popular in the 70s. So yeah, the rain bands are interesting. And this is right now, and so the wind field is interesting. Everything's interesting. But why isn't it fun? We need more fun. I need some fun. You need some fun. And let's do our dangdest to have a Merry Christmas. Look at that wind. It's all crazy. Yeah, we should be enjoying this no matter what it is. Okay? I love you guys. I want you all to stay cool, and I'm going to keep doing what I do until things change. Okay, great. Peace out. Stay cool. I love you guys. God bless everyone. May the force be with you always. Let us live long and prosper together. Please? Now the options don't. It's like we can fail together or we can win together. Everybody wins. Everybody gets a second chance to kick ass and build a great future together. It's been my story for 6 years, and I'm sticking to it. Dang it, looks like I'm right. And it looks like God extra loves me. True story. I love you guys too. Peace out.